in that. Looks like he just changed his mind about Templar Tech. So that's a shame. But he needs to get his fight in here. Actually, I don't know if these Stalkers are going to do too well against this. The Roaches are really good. He needs this Blink cooldown to finish. Yeah, he needs to get right on out of there. No. Okay. No, don't fly the Mutas. Please. You're giving me a heart palpitation. Thank you. And here comes a Stalker over here. That guy just kind of went stray. He was like, nah, not into this. I don't know why he talked like that. So actually held off. I thought those Blink Stalkers were going to devastate a lot more than they did, but he didn't actually really march in with his Stalkers. He kind of, like, he really should have hunted down those Mutalisks, you know, make sure they died. But he just kind of let them back off and let the Roaches get built. So finally moving out with his Mutalisks. He does have a whopping 12, so that's going to be a lot of damage if they get in at those probes. We will see how it goes. Natural's up, a lot of Stalkers and Zealots happening, and this is the way I want to see. This is exactly what you want to see with the Mutalisks versus the Protoss. And is he going to move back, or is he going to move back? No, he's not going to move back. He says, F it. Oh, wait, no, he is going to move back. Most indecisive Protoss in the world, IchicbanBaka. And he's moving up here, and he really needs to go for those probes. He just kind of like took some shots at these gateways instead of just flying right here. I mean, he could have just smorgasborded on those probes. It would have been horrible. It would have been so ugly. But bad decision making there. But his Mutalisks are going to continue to be very annoying. And this is actually, even though the players aren't of the same caliber, this is a Brood War-esque game on match point for ZVP. Mutalisk harassing while the Protoss slowly gains strength. Of course, in Brood War, Dragoons did not have Blink, so that's going to make the Mutalisks a bit tougher to deal with. Just not a lot going on here happening. And what am I trying to say here? I'm sorry, I got another text. That's so rude of me. But what I'm trying to say is that Solaris' macro is suffering. I hadn't looked at his money until just now, and let me just tell you something. I'm on the verge of freaking out looking at this money right now. Just because you're microing does not mean you stop doing everything else, and I can't tell you how much stronger of a player Solaris would be if he could macro, you know? I mean, Ichiban's doing some alright macro. Okay, never mind. He's up at 1400 as well. So both players should really work on their macro. But that's cool. That's okay. This tournament is not for pro gamers. You know, this tournament is not for the best of the best, and that's why you guys can come join it, because you don't have to have godly macro. You don't have to have this amazing APM. You know, if this guy's at 65, this guy's at 53. You know, that's nothing. You know, so you guys can come participate, have a lot of fun, and become a better player. And maybe I'll commentate your game if you get far enough. So that's cool. These Mutalisks. And if you can avoid it, you never want to have a direct conflict between Mutalisks and Stalkers. Yeah, lots of Warp Gate action happening here. I mean, Mutalisks can beat Stalkers, but in an ideal world, you wouldn't want to be having that fight in the first place. So, you know. He is holding him off all right for now, making lots of lings. There you go. That's exactly what one of the Zerg's strengths is that they can see this force is really weak to lings. They can instantly just boom swarm it with Zerglings. Is he getting any? No, he's getting pure Stalkers. So these Zerglings are going to be really good against it. I need more Zerglings. Needs more Zerglings. And looks like he's getting the Kadarian Amulet. Did he get Storm? Okay, he got Storm when I wasn't looking. And oh, that's cute. Look at that guy. That guy's king of the world. That guy is like feels like such a badass right now that he blinked up there. Guys, look how cool I am. Guys, I warped up here. Guys, pretty cool, huh? You guys, where? Okay, fine. So, warping in Archons, interesting. Upgrades Psystorm, upgrades the Kadarian Amulet, and then makes a bunch of Archons. I guess he's worried about the Lings. I don't know about that move, quite frankly. We'll see. They definitely will neutralize the Lings. I'll give them that. They do have the smash damage of the gods. At least I think they do. They did Brood War. Yeah, they do. And there's the storms going down. Nice storms on the Mutalisks, actually. Really good. Oh, these Mutalisks are really weak, super weak. He needs to get some transfuse out going. Neither of these players' micro is bad. It's the macro that suffers. And Roaches are going to hold it off, man. We officially have a ball game on our hands. A lot of pressure coming in here from Protoss, though, and these warps are just going to keep constantly happening. And yeah, just trying to make Zerglings. And looks like this expansion is finally going to go down. And there's what I wanted to do in Game 2. Or was it Game 2? I don't know. Game 3. One of those. Just go nuts with these spine crawlers. Keep yourself alive. You might be able to just make a ton of mutas and just totally win the game or something. But, you know, maybe it's a good thing he didn't have good macro because then he had plenty of money to spend on spine crawlers. No, that's obviously not true because he would have, you know, had an awesome army. Third expansion over here from, that's one criticism I have of both players, is neither one really emphasized taking a third base strongly at all. And a third base is so good. A third base wins you games. So there's a storm. Nice storm on those concentrated roaches. And spine crawlers are going to push these guys out for now. But with the Protoss taking a third, an interesting choice of third bases. Ah, an Overlord. I believe I'll just expand directly underneath him. Beautiful. But... you know, and you know, this isn't like an updated match point with gold minerals and Zelnong and watchtowers. It's just straight up match point. So I think that's cool. Mutalisk coming out. If he flies these Mutalisks into this fight instead of going to kill probes, go kill probes. Go. Yes, yes, I love you. Thank you for listening to me. So he's gonna go do that. This game is not over by any means. All it takes is one big mistake from Protoss, like if he pushed too zealously, or like he's going to get... Actually, this third's going to go down. That's what happens when you expand underneath Overlords for the future, guys. Just in case you were wondering what happens when you expand underneath Overlords. That's what happens. Taking a look at the production tab. Roach is coming out. He did spend his money. He got his money low. That's because he has no income. He really needed to spend some of that 1,400. Like, during this like pressure game happening, if he had spent 300 of that on a hatchery, right now he would be rolling. Because he could have held it off, still would have lost his expansion, but he'd be in the same place, but with an expansion, he would have so much more stuff. But as it stands, the Roaches are doing what they can against this, and in the meantime, the Mutalisks are going to try and come in here and stop the economy, and then they change their mind, like, oh, maybe I should go fight soccer. Actually, really nice use of Roach Burrow, keeping in these guys at bay for a while. Queen's going to get involved, and ouch, more stalkers getting warped in. And here comes the Zergling hatch getting started, but I still don't think it's going to be enough because the income for Zerg is positively atrocious, and that's what lost him the game. Actually, his unit composition, his choices were pretty good. His macro is bad, but in the end, his economy is what killed him. And his economy is actually what killed him in every game he lost. So, a couple things to take away from Zerg players is you're really strong economically race. You should use it, you know. And as soon as you get that strong economy, you should use that, and you will win a ton of games. But yeah, these stalkers are getting pushed back, but it doesn't matter. Dude's sitting on 160 minerals with no mining. So, yeah, there's the storm. Storming yourself. Who cares? And Solaris says, well, that's dumb. I don't know. What's dumb? What's dumb? Having 3,000 minerals, not spending it, never expanding, but that's okay. He still says GG, so no bad manner from Solaris, just a little bit of misconception. So that was the Weekly War number 3. I hope you guys liked it. We'll be doing it every week. You can sign up. Do it. It'll be fun. I'll cast the finals, and I'll see you guys next week.